Past that, I don't notice it at all.
Mics are still off, okay. You know, unfortunately, Washington's shit does stink.
I think they're
At
all.
least, I don't care.
At least from the west.
But that is what the problem is. You've got fermenting sewage out of landfill. Okay, everything that's in landfill leaches out. That's all fermenting sewage. Okay, so it gets into the system. You've got Frykes out here that's discharging. They're not discharging anything bad. It's just a heavy load of BODs and TSSs from ham smoking and turkey and whatever hell they do there.
Right.
That all gets mixed into it. Then you've got all of your other industrial out there that puts in whatever they happen to add into the system. None of it's violating a user permit or anything. It's just a natural discharge of what they use getting in there. It all ties together, and then it combines with some residential. And the next thing you know, you've got a good mixture of odor.
Good might be a stretch.
But yeah, and I'll retire here, and we'll still be fighting
still
the
be
odor
smelling
down on Front Street. It
You mean
just-
Gary gave this stink to you?
It just gets handed down.
We ready,
Dylan will get
Teresa?
it from me probably.
I don't know where all that's come from. I don't know who brought it. I don't.
No, the next thing, if this doesn't help, the next thing we're gonna try is hydrogen peroxide. Believe it or not, hydrogen peroxide is a good odor fighter.
Yeah.
If you put it in big, strong doses. The dose we'll have to put
also
in is
whitens your
above
teeth.
54%,
Yeah.
which is volatile. And you
It
have to
also
have
whitens your
delivered
teeth.
in big containers, and it has to be delivered by
Right.
hazardous material hauling people. So it's gonna cost an arm and a leg, but we can inject that in there and try and fight the odor. It's gonna be expensive, but
Let's digress and start the meeting. I'd like to call the meeting of the City of Washington Board of Public Works, Tuesday, September 23rd to order. Roll call, please.
John Whitmer,
Here.
Brad Mitchell,
here.
Mike Radetick,
Here?
Steve Struberg,
Here.
Al Barr,
Here.
Joe Holtmeyer, Austin Harskamp.
Here.
Stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance Thank you all for joining us. First on the agenda, did everybody have a chance to review the minutes from last month? Questions, comments, changes, motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes approved, thank you very much. Very detailed, I read those, and I have a lot to catch up on.
Brad did a good job.
All right,
Got us out of here.
first item on the list is the Fox Creek subdivision and road through there that Kurt's wanting to connect the water line and asking for some money for that.
Yes, so what this is the Fox Creek extension. It goes from Rabbit Trail to North Crest, thank you. And it was a planned development. It's all moving forward. So part of the plan was to put a water line from North Crest to Rabbit Trail to replace the line that we had to take out for the fire department. For them to build their station. That was the second line that came out of Stonecrest. Now, we only have a line coming out of Stonecrest along South Point Road and no other line coming out of Stonecrest. So what that creates is kind of an issue of if anything would happen to that line on Stonecrest, we'd have to shut down, or on South Point, we'd have to shut down Stonecrest to get it fixed, because we wouldn't have any way to get water to them. Because we couldn't turn the well on and use the well. The tank would give them water, but it wouldn't give them pressure. It's a long thing. So there was always a plan to put a water line through there. So the one developer paid part of the line. The other developer paid the other part of the line. And what we're gonna do is just pay to tie them together. It would have been, what, $144,000, I think, originally. We're down to $30,000 because the other two developers put money into it to do the same thing. So what I'm requesting is to fund the additional part to tie that together. What that does is gives us a connected line instead of two dead-end lines. If we leave it the way it is currently today, one developer would have a dead-end system going into their development, the other developer would have a dead-end system going to theirs. They can build them that way. They would have water, they would have everything they needed for the residents. It's just, it wouldn't be the best water quality and in the best interest of the city as a whole, to leave it that way. Plus, it wouldn't give us that second connection coming out of Stonecrest. So,
So it sounds to me like Kurt brought this to our attention, saying you might want to connect.
Kurt did bring it to our attention. He brought it, he got a hold of me, and we talked about it, and I said, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let me take it to the board. Joe Cup is here, he now works for Kurt. If you got any questions, he's here to answer any, which it's pretty straightforward. It makes the most sense to do.
That's
so.
kind of what I figured.
Yeah, so, he did exactly what I asked him to, and he brought it to the board for
Kurt did what
approval.
you asked him to?
That's why I kinda, along with Joe, kinda helped out too.
And there's plenty of money in the budget to do that.
Yes,
right?
it is budgeted, and so what I did was I brought this request to be able to do it with you guys, and also the request to make payment for it, because it's already in the ground. That way we can get it all taken care of in this budget year and not roll anything over to next budget year.
Okay.
Okay, I'll move it.
You'll move it?
Second.
Second? So we have a motion and a second to go ahead and move ahead with this. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
And there is one additional thing real quick. The connection fees that the buildings that are proposed to be built on this site will cover the cost of the water line extension that we're putting in. So it'll cover the cost of it. So it's not like we're just drawing out of something and not getting
Oh, sure.
anything back. So it will
Yeah,
cover it.
that's a lot of units in there too.
Yeah, so.
Okay, motion carries. We'll pass that on to the council.
Yeah, and Darren's looking into that. I may not have to take it to the council with you guys' approval because this is a already approved subdivision plan, so he's looking into that. But anyway, if you don't see it go to the council or hear about it going to council, it's just because we didn't have to, it was already approved, so.
Oh, I'm gonna tell them anyway, so.
Do what?
I said, I'll tell them anyway.
Snitch.
I'm sorry, I was following along in the packet here and I was trying to make sense out of this black and white
Oh, the picture?
copy and what's a water line, but I think I figured out where we're looping and what's going on there.
Yeah. it should-
Color would have been
Probably
nice
should have
there.
been color, but
Okay, that's water, that's priority. Going back to wastewater, anything
no.
besides our discussion before the meeting?
Before the meeting, which we'll have again now, not KG, Cochran is gonna be here next month to give us an update on where they're at with the evaluation of Front Street. I haven't heard anything from them either way yet, because it's just the way it is. But I think the only real good way, and I think I've said this before, is the only way to fix the problem is to move the sewage. We can't retain sewage and have it sit down here. We already got enough problems with odors. We start retaining sewage, we'll generate another spot of odor. So anyway, but they're looking into it, so
Okay.
we'll have more to come, so, on that. Still shooting for having something decided by the end, or something to give us to somewhat a path to go down to make a decision by the end of the year, so that's the goal. Still in this fiscal year, not budget year,
October.
December.
December's the end of the fiscal year?
No, I mean not the fiscal year, the calendar year, sorry, backwards.
Okay. Water, anything besides the water main extension there in Fox Creek?
No, but we are gonna be doing shut-offs today, starting today and tomorrow, and probably Thursday. We've been having an average of, about 75 shut-offs a month. So that's,
Wow.
yeah, and we'll probably see that much again when Teresa runs the report when she gets back to the office.
So it sounds like that went up.
Well, it's been ranging anywhere from, we got down to about 50 some, I think, but it usually runs anywhere from 50 to 80. Kind of runs in there. So out of the whole of if you did a percentage on it, it's well below 0.5%, I would think, if you figured it up. I mean,
When you shut that, whatever that number is you shut off, how soon before I'll say the majority get turned back on?
the same day. Majority, we usually have maybe 10 or 12 that kind of hang out a little bit, that are looking for somebody else to help them, but the majority of them, they, as soon as they get turned off, they use a charge card and they pay and they get it turned back on.
And they're
It's the
coordinated.
process, it's what we do every month, we just know every
Do
month.
Every
it's
month to
every
get people
month.
to pay a bill.
Yep,
We spend money so we can collect money.
Yep.
We break even?
What do we charge, what do we charge for that process of,
we charge a $75 on-off fee. So we're probably just breaking, I've never really evaluated it because it's a process we have to do, so I don't really lose too much sleep over it. It's just what it is. It's just.
so they have to pay their bill current plus that $75?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Well, their delinquent amount up to their current bill because they still have their current bill. Isn't that right, Teresa? Yeah,
Right, their
we don't
current
make them
bill
pay
has
what
a-
their current bill is also. We make them pay everything delinquent.
Yeah, the current bill is not due until October 6th, so we just asked for the past due and the $75.
Yeah.
Can you ask for the current bill as well? On a delinquent account, can you ask for the current bill?
I would have to check and see. I don't know. We've never done it. It's just the process we've always done is made them pay all the delinquent and and yes, do they then fall into it and then in another month they're back on the list? Yes, but,
Give you a break for a month if you collected the current
well, we
bill.
just have somebody else to take their spot. So- But no, that is a good question. I'll look into it. I've never,
We do have a lot of repeat offenders, but
yeah, it's just, it's a process that we have to deal with. Every community deals with it. We do a little different than most every other community, but every community deals with it. It's just nothing we can do. It's gonna happen. Perfect world, it wouldn't, but we don't wanna
Well-
live in a perfect world, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
when you think of almost 7,000 customers and we only do, even on the high end, 60 shut-offs, it's not bad. Most people try and pay at least the oldest past due
right.
before I know back in the years ago, 25, 30 years ago, the number of what we should have shut off was so much higher. With Kevin's help, the last 10, 15 years, it's gotten way down. So we don't have near the repeat offenders that we had, but
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know how we ever got there, but we had like 400 people on a shut-off list. It's like, what the hell's going on? What the heck's going on here? So,
well,
yeah.
we used to do door hangers.
Well, yeah, we used to do.
That they were gonna get shut off.
Well, we did 2 door hangers before we ever shut them off, and then we did a door hanger to shut them off. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
So it costs a whole lot more money than previously the way we did it than what we're doing it now. And we was only getting, at one point in time when I started, it was $25 on-off fee. Then it went to 50. Now it's 75. But yeah, the way we did it in the past was very expensive. A lot of people would, when I did it, because I was out there doing it, when I'd go put a door hanger up, the person would go, oh, I was waiting for that.
Oh, they were upset when we
What?
stopped with the yellow door hanger.
Oh, yeah, here you are.
Be reminded to pay a bill. Has there ever been any thought, or is it even legal, when you apply for, water as a new customer, that you signed up for automatic payment in order to make that request complete?
That'd be a marked question, but I don't know if we can force them. We give them the option.
Yeah.
We tell them that this is the options you have. We do charge them a deposit. What is that deposit now, Teresa? $100?
100.
$100 deposit. But forcing them to go to automatic, I don't know if we
I
can do
don't know,
that.
I just think.
It's a question I could
doubt that
ask
you can.
administration and ask.
I would highly doubt that we can.
Yeah, I would,
Typically, people that are going to be late, they'll go ahead and sign up, but there won't be, you'll go to take it and there's nothing to,
Yeah,
there won't be anything to draw out, yeah.
be anything to
We'll
draw.
say the ones
Then we
that
deal
are
with that
being-
side of it.
then you
so.
deal, yeah.
It's just a circle.
that are already shut off, they usually don't have a bank account or a credit card worth drawing from. That's just
Yeah.
history with people.
Yeah. But- And if you guys would like the list of the names, I can send them to you. To be honest with you, Darren wanted me to give that to you guys every month, and I'm like, I don't know if they really need the names, I just let them know we're doing it,
I don't wanna know.
and, yeah. I don't like to see them.
Last time we looked at that, that was depressing. I don't wanna see it
Yeah,
again.
no, we don't. Anyway. All right.
All right, anything else on water? Nothing?
Just the pay request for the water line extension.
Okay, so
That's it.
that's
So moved.
taken care of.
Do we need to motion that? for that paper?
Moved and seconded and voted.
Yeah, we did that already.
We did the approval to go ahead
We
and
did the
do
approval
it.
to go ahead, not to
Oh,
pay
okay,
the
not to
bill.
pay for it.
Not
We're
to
kind of
pay
doing,
for
we're
it.
kind of doing
Now we
everything
gotta-
at once here,
Let's
but
pay the bill, that's right.
So moved to pay the
So
bill.
moved and seconded,
Second, or
all in
second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so, that pay request is approved by this group. Any other old business?
No, we do have something,
Old
well, it can be
press, you
old,
said.
it can be new, it can be, but it's in the water, so we'll talk about it. I don't know if anybody's noticed or not, but, our Clay Street tank and our Enduro tank are peeling. I mean, literally, the paint's peeling off of the tanks. So, Tanemic, who is the paint supplier, has been out numerous times. They were out yesterday. They took a whole bunch of paint samples back to try and figure out what's going on. They are taking the lead on getting it repaired. We're still in the, trying to figure out what happened to it. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense why the paint's peeling off the tank anyway. First off, you would think it could be workmanship, but we have two tanks, one painted in the fall of the season, one painted in the spring of the season. The same company did the work, but two different crews did the work, and the exact same thing is happening to both tanks. So, you know, if you, I can see, okay, one crew did a terrible job prepping something or doing something, you could see one tank, but it's two separate crews. The only common denominator to the whole thing is that it was the same batch of paint for both tanks. So, meaning they made all the paint for both tanks at the same time, delivered it. And then they held part of it over the winter, so they were thinking, well, maybe it was the way they stored it. But that doesn't make any sense either, because this tank that was done in the spring, in the fall with the brand-new paint is the same as the tank that was painted in the spring with the paint that was stored. So they're looking at it. Tanemic has told me that they will do whatever they can and what they need to make it right. So we're just in a process now. Nothing will happen till spring, so we'll have blotchy tanks until spring. But anyway, Tanemic is stepping up, and that's why we use Tanemic Paint Supplier, because they are the most reputable paint supplier for tanks, and they're actually they're stepping up and trying to fix the problem.
Did I see in the minutes, or my question is it happening on the same side of both tanks, the
Same
south
side of both, same side, same everything. Everything's almost identical.
South side's the hot side.
Yeah, but it shouldn't matter. Crestview didn't do it. Same paint, same exact paint. South Point's not showing it, same paint. So it could be anything from the batch of paint that was made, because we're talking about through the tail end of COVID when we did that. So a lot of things were happening when we had all the shortage of supplies and all that stuff. Even the paint manufacturers had issues of getting supplies. So, but anyway, the good thing is like I said, Tanemic has stepped up and has taken the lead on it and to get it remedied. So there's a process we're in a process of remedying it. It's just gonna take a little bit, so you're gonna see splotches where the zinc primer is showing instead of the blue paint. So
Yeah.
it literally just peels off in sheets. It's like, oh, okay.
Wow.
25 years of doing this, well, longer than that, but in Washington, repainted tanks 3-4 times since then here, and nothing like this.
Nothing like this. ever
Nothing like this. The Tanemi guys have been in the business, well, the one guy's 30 years, the other guy 15 and 25, have never seen it. That I was working with yesterday. They've never seen something like this, so. Anyway, just give you a heads up, so in case somebody happens to see it and questions you about it, that's what's going on, is it's peeling for some unknown reason, so.
Old business from the minutes, is the belt press up?
Oh, yeah, belt press is running. We did have one glitch with it, some, electrical issue that they took care of, but yeah, it's running. We're pressing sludge, back to pressing sludge and spreading it, so that was a good project. Came in, and the factory rebuilt this. It's not like somebody, the factory hired, this was the factory that came in and rebuilt it, so we got basically a piece of equipment other than the framework. So it'll last another 25 years before anything has to be done with it. But 25 years, we'll be doing something totally different, so may not even need it. But anyway, that's
I assume the,
And the water, wells, that injection system thing or vacuum that you're working on, when do you figure that'll all take place?
Well, we're working on it now. We have well 4 set up, we have well 11 set up. It's a slow process. We've got to pipe in a whole new booster pump and all that stuff, so, my guy that does that has been sick the last 2 days, so we're kind of on hold on it, but, it's working. Once we get them all done, we'll have to do some tweaking and getting used to the vacuum instead of pressure, but, it seems to be working, so it's
That's good.
it's a good investment. It's not only for safety, you don't have to worry about somebody walking into spraying chlorine, which
Yeah.
is bad, but it also will help the operational mechanical equipment inside that's not getting sprayed with chlorine when you get a pinhole in it, so.
Yeah.
It's a good investment. It's just it's a unique thing. There's not a lot of people doing it. I think we're probably gonna be the first community that does all the wells. They do a lot of vacuum with gas chlorine, but not with liquid chlorine. So we're kind of stepping outside the box a little bit, trying something new, so.
Okay,
I assume that manhole work you did on Third Street, I don't know what that process is called, but.
Mr. Manhole?
Yes.
Yeah.
I assume that can't be done or couldn't have been done before the street was paved?
No, because,
Because my question is, would it be done before Jefferson Street gets paved, or will you come back in and do that same process?
we'll do the same process, because what you'd have to worry about is getting it at the correct elevation for the top layer of asphalt. Then if you had it too high or too low, then you'd have that issue. It's kind of like we have the very first one on Jefferson that we didn't do, somebody else did, and you see how it's got, kind of goes, it's got a little bit of bold. That's what happens when you.
Yeah, I mean, the ones on Third Street are fine. Somebody asked me, said, boy, it would have made sense to,
Well,
and I'm like,
if we could, it would make great sense, but you you do it afterwards, because you've got your elevation, because you use the tool to set on top of the asphalt to get that grade, so. We could do it, but then it would create more issues, I think, than not. It hasn't been done, but just knowing the operation and how asphalt works, and have done asphalt the first half of my life, it would create problems.
Third Street's fine. I mean, I don't know, but somebody had asked me about, tearing up the street after we done it, and couldn't that have been done? And I'm like, nah, sure there was a reason.
Yeah. And we still have a few more to do up there by the doctor's building, but we have to put no parking on both sides of the street, so we're kind of stepping back on that one, so we'll get it done. It's just, timing wise on that one, so on those. We got, 3 more up there, I think? Yeah, 3 more, so. But that's why we do it.
anybody else have any questions, concerns, topics, old business? Our next meeting is scheduled for October 28th. Mike's not gonna be here. I'll be here, you guys will be here. All right, so we'll continue on with the regular schedule. Take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second to adjourn, all in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned, thank you.
Thank you all.
All right. One thing about it, you've been in this long enough, you have the answers. I didn't,
I try to have the
I
answers.
just was-
I mean, I really do. If I don't have them, I've learned I'll get back with you.
it's, anybody in anything like this always hates that, I don't know.
Yeah.
We know it just takes time to get everything together.
Well, it's a process.
I'll let you go.
I still get stumped. Some people will ask me some questions. I get stumped.
Oh, boy.
You too, Steve.
Trying to anticipate all of it.
Austin?
Thanks, Austin. See you. Austin. Morning, Terry.
Good morning, Kevin. How are you?
23, I should know
Hey, I
that.
have to get a hold of NOC because I'm talking yesterday about
It's easier to, it's easier to look and check than to
training things, the emails are sent out.
start a new.
And then somebody said they were going into junk mail and.
That's the
for
only
that
one I saw.
Cybersecurity. I look back, I am not getting any of them.
Oh, good.
It's like,
All right.
Oh, do we need to change a couple of these?
Yes, I'm going with Irene Edmond.
Wow.
Actually, it's yours and Steve Struberg's.